good to be here.
Yes, it's so nice for you to welcome us to your home.
It's a pleasure to talk about culture because we always had the best culture in the land in the good old days.
Yes, we really want to know about the good old days.
Well, in the good old days, drum was the big instrument of the country. It was the leading instrument in the good old days and today. We have no drum factory here, so we make our drums out goat skin and sheepskin. We use buckets and barrels.
Yes.
And the Chipmans keep the floor show, the band, the junkanoo, everything you could name in the culture field.
Yes.
In the good old days, the Chipman always was the beginning.
That's right. And even now, your family is so talented.
Well, this drum, I've traveled around the world beating this drum. I fly on the plane more than every entertainer in the land. Ain't no place I never been. God was good to me, and I see the world for free with pay.
Yes, that's good. And you're 90 years old now.
I'm 90 years old. I'm still beating the drum a little bit.
Still?
Oh, yes. I saw him on Independence, this past Independence.
I still make them when I feel alright. Because my leg a little weak, you know, and 90 something always can be. In the good old days, I can remember everything in the good old days, in all the out islands.
We got so much to ask about it.
United States, Canada, France, England, Spain, New Zealand, Hawaii, you name it, and Chippy was there.
That's right. We were just speaking with Peanuts Taylor, and he had so much wonderful things to say about you.
I have 9 medals.
Yes.
More medals than every entertainer in the country. The rest of the entertainers have 2 and 3. I got awards all over the island, all over the floor.
Yes.
From every function. The church, the schools, culture, tourism, independence, and tenure.
I see all the awards around here, and I remember the joke where you would say that if you had all those medals on and you were swimming, you would sink. You won so much.
The rake and scrape, you don't go in the shop to buy nothing. You pick up your orange juice, shaker, and you put pigeon peas in it, and it's the best shaker.
Yes.
You go and pick up your bucket, you put a skin on it, it's a drum. You pick up a paint can, put a skin on it, it's a drum.
Right.
And these drums are called gumbe drums. The gumbe drum is to be the leading instrument in our festival once a year we meet that called gumbe. And these drums play a leading role in the junkanoo in the good old days.
Yes.
After we couldn't find the barrels no more, we had to go to the American drums.
Oh.
And like I tell you, culture was the main thing of the world, and the Bahamas played a leading role in that.
And you and your family have played a leading role in that. I see that you've made 100 drums recently at 90 years old.
Yeah, my wife was the leading fire dancer of this land.
Yes, Becky Chipman.
You couldn't beat her dancing.
No.
She performed all over the world too. England, Spain, France.
I saw some pictures of you and Becky, and you look so wonderful together when you're beating the drums and she's playing the fire dance.
Today, all my grandchildren, my children, my grandchildren, my great-grands, everybody in the entertainment field.
That's right. It's incredible. They're really keeping it going.
We was the leading program in the world, and we is the best in the Caribbean. So we try to keep that tradition going to be the best.
Yes,
culture.
They really did. Everybody is in that.
Well, since you brought your family into the culture, who was it that you can say, or is it someone in your family, or is it someone who was outside the family that influenced you to get into the drums? Who was it that, you know?
Well, we started out at Paul May's Club in the good old days. And me and Peanut watched Peanut uncle beat the drum.
What's his
and
name?
we learned. Peanut used to be a singer, good little singer. And he used to sing in the club. While I do a little bit of catering, and I watch the drummer, watch the hands, watch the move, and I always like jumping out, the father behind the jumping out, and watch the drummer beat. And I take the drums right at the top in the good old days. In the good old days, I beat up the Wally, the Saxon, one family. I beat up all of them in the good old days.
Yes.
They beat me too.
So how old were you when you first started to play the drums?
I was about 20, 21, 22.
Ever
So-
since then you've been...
They beat me. And all the jungle boys called me the Godfather.
Yes.
Because they know I was bad in the good old days.
Yes.
See, you go to town, you gotta beat Chippy.
Uh-huh.
Because Chippy coming strong.
And I saw you, you were even in Junkanoo this last year, right? In Junkanoo riding through there. It's
Yeah.
incredible at 90.
Yeah, at 90 years old, I still can manage to beat the drum a little bit. Age is only but a number,
Yes, it's incredible.
and that number catches with me.
So I see you talked about the entertainment and stuff back then. So like how would you describe the entertainment back then in Paul Mears' club and stuff like that when you guys used to, you know, go back then?
Paul Mills Club.
How would you describe that
That
entertainment?
Paul
back then?
Mills Club, Paul Mills Club was the dearest club in the land. The local people couldn't go there because the price was too high to enter there. And always had good entertainment, Sydney Wood, Trae Stubbs. Good entertainment, and everybody enjoyed it except who could afford to go there. Because the place, everything there was very expensive.
Well, where everybody would go where they could afford.
Well, the native days go to Silver Slippers, the Cat and Fiddle,
And
the drum beat, and my band is to play the Dasher Garden.
Alright.
I used to keep the Dasher Garden packed with the Bay Street Boys. And the Cat and Fiddle and the Silver Slippers is to be full with the native. See, the native could afford the local club. But I had a big time club I worked to for many, 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 many years.
So tell me about the band too. You said you ever had a band? I didn't know you had a band.
Man, I had a rake and scrape band, man. My band was top. Rake and scrape was top band. All the big shots used to come in my band used to play. Disaster band. I had to make a bunch of money. I built 11 houses.
11 houses, wow.
I built 11 houses. I prepare my way for age. It was the good old days.
But you were still performing at Marina Village in Atlantis.
Huh?
I would still watch you playing at Marina Village in Atlantis.
Oh yeah, I own, my band owned Atlantis on Wednesdays and Saturday. I was owning Atlantis from the beginning right to the end.
Yes.
So I played here, and I played the welcome stand in town and meet the ships. I was meeting the ships in town for 55 years,
How incredible.
playing on the dock. When they come out the building, Chippy meet them with the drums and the steel pan and the maracas.
And you would have all of the drums waiting there, and that's such an attraction for the children.
Right.
The children
In
come and just
Paradise
start
Island,
beating on it.
I got about 15 drums up front. The little children will come and beat the drum and join the band
Yes.
and have fun.
Yes, they really do.
Watch the parents play and watch them beat and make sure they enjoy themselves in Paradise Island.
Yes.
So, like I tell you, I play every morning for the ships for many, many years. And I still out there. I was home for a couple of week or two, catching myself because I had a light stroke on my right side. So I'm catching myself slowly.
Yes.
Because as a man like to make drum every day.
Yeah.
This yard that I in is the yard of culture. Junkanoo, band, music, floor show, everything. All the city children, grandchildren, great-grand, everyone is in the culture field.
Right.
The Chipmans make sure to keep the culture going strong.
Yes, that's true. I always found that really incredible how everybody's in it. And they have Metellus is an Obia man, and Donna and Mitzi and everybody's
The Mitzi man, the Obia man is my grandson.
Yes.
And my daughters, they dance the fire dance.
Yes. And
My
Fontella.
granddaughters do the fire dance.
All right.
Mitzi in charge of all the gumbays they have through the government. She in charge of them. So the family is well taken care in the music field.
And they're really helping to keep the Bahamian culture alive.
We keep the culture alive because it always was the best, and we can't let that go down.
Yeah.
So where did you, because as you're explaining, I'm loving everything I'm hearing, and as you're explaining, I can hear that you have a deep, deep love for the culture. Where did that love come from? Like, what made you love it so much?
Well, I always liked Junkanoo as a little boy. So, like I say, I fought behind the Junkanoo boys. And then when I get a little job, they call me as I watch the drummer beat. And I get into the field where I perform with Junkanoo gang. Like I tell you, I put some good beating on the Wally, the Stockton, Family, Roots. All the groups are performing. They used to come to town, beat Chippy and win the parade. And they used to be in trouble because I had to be ready. I was the first one to take a big banner to Bay Street.
The very
And
first.
decorated with diamonds and pearls and stuff to disqualify me for that and give me second.
Oh, yeah.
And from that day to this day, that's all they take in Bay Street is decoration.
So you were the first.
The cowbells, it's to come from Germany. I take one to Hyder one day, tell Hyder make a bell, make one of these. And from that day till Hyder Daddy was making cowbells.
Oh, wow.
Like I say, the drums is the beef, salt beef barrel. The salt beef stopped coming in barrels and come in plastic. I had to find new ideas. So I find the tin, and I had the tin, and from that day, everybody's beating the tin. I'm the beginner and the end.
And you're recycling.
Yeah.
So did you always use goat skin?
Goat
Was it
skin.
always goat skin?
Yeah, goat skin and sheepskin. The cow skin come in a later date.
Cow skin?
The cow skin go on the beef date barrel. You get a heavy bass of that. But the middle-sized drums, that's the kind of drum I used to beat. To show you your orange juice or any juice can, I pick it up and put pigeon peas in it, and we call it the gumbe shaker. And you show you your bucket, your paint can, I'll pick them up. I put goat skin on them.
Yes.
So the gumbe is things we find and pick up. We never had to go to the shop for nothing. When you throw away something, you pick it up and make music with it.
Yeah.
That's what's called gumbe.
That was Gumbe. And people could play anything. People play anything. Yeah, it's incredible.
Wow. Wow. So would you say that back then versus now, would you say that back then it was more festive, like it was more, cultural and festive, like when it came to events and people, you know, being involved in it? Would
Oh,
you say that
yeah,
back
right.
then or now?
When it comes to all big events, the Bahamas played a leading role in that. Don't care what country it is.
Wow.
He was playing it. England wasn't white in the Bahamas. America and white in the Bahamas. The Bahamas had the best, some of the best in culture, and they was invited all over the world. And we still trying to hold on to that position as having the best entertainment in the country. And for sure, we got the best drummers because my grandson and my son, my grandson, my great-grand, you can't beat them on a drum.
Yes, I see that.
Can't be.
They're all good.
Right. So Chippy is a really good example of how to pass the culture down. You know, when we were talking about before that yes.
Because they know I have built this country.
Yes.
Speaking of that, Mr. Penis Taylor, he was telling us, you know, before you guys, it wasn't no entertainment like that. So, who were the ones along with you and Mr. Penis Taylor that really, you know, some and names like entertainers and other musicians too that really were the ones that were improvising at that time and just taking on the culture
Right.
and moving it forward?
Count Bernardino was one, was that taking the culture around the world, and him and George Chipman and Finney is to work with them. Finney was one part of the world working while I was in France, the next part of the world working. Like I say, we keep the culture going round and round with the dancers and the drumming.
Wow, you could tell us some of the stuff you did worldwide, like some of the stuff and some of the places where you've been and some of the awards that
Right.
you've received, and you know, because I know it's a lot.
Award, I receive every award the island had to give. Tourism, Centennial, Independent, Legend, Bahamas Merit Award, MBE. I receive everything. The island take care of me, and they're taking care of me right now at 90. Like I say, I'm still holding on. I'm still playing music here, there, and everywhere. That was jungle beat, this solo.